Sissy, you moved to California when? Because you've come so far, and I think I told you this before, like where you were in Miami, and I remember you saying, hey, like I think I'm gonna make that move to where you are now, and like, you know, from your hosting and your YouTube live videos, and you know, you're a former beauty pageant winner, and like you've done so much stuff. Take us through like what made you make that decision?
So it was a series of events, you know. When I was in Miami, I had all these dreams, but I come from Cuba, right? I was born and raised in Cuba. I left Cuba when I was 14, and even though 14 in America seems like, oh my God, you're a little kid, when you're 14 in Cuba, because you have to be so mature, it's like 14 going on 20. Do you know what I mean? Like you're just so mature. So when I got to Miami, I had all these dreams, but I had no life experience per se, because in Cuba, even though you're very mature and you grow up with a very different mindset, you know, you have to, you're growing up to survive and not to thrive. And that's the difference, you know? So when I got here, I had very little life experience when it came to minor things like you guys were used to, you know, I don't know, taxes or what a credit card is, like just little things like that, you know, I had no idea. So I came here with a bag full of dreams, you know, and I didn't really know how to start. I didn't really have a guidance system that told me, you know, I think you're tall, I think you could model, or I think you could do this. I had to literally figure it all out on my own, because nobody in my family is an artist. I mean, they're very music driven, and they always wanted to be artists, but they never were. So I didn't have that influence in my life. So what happened was I started figuring that out as life guided me. And like I told you, my first experience ever on a set was when I was 19 because of my school and my friends. And then after that, I got involved in the acting studio. And what the acting studio did for me was it really showed me what could be possible. It kind of instilled that little seed that was like, okay, first of all, I thought I was so bad when I was, you know, Brett. I was not confident. I was shy on stage. I was terrified to go on stage almost every single time we had to do a scene. I was horrible, you know, but I was willing to learn, and my spirit was like, okay, I'm doing this, you know. So after that, I auditioned in 2012. I auditioned for this big TV show in Univision that's called Nuestra Belleza Latina, and it's almost like America's Next Top Model, but instead of the high fashion, it was more beauty pageant and hosting related. So it was a huge talent show, and I auditioned for that in 2012. I got rejected. At that point, I had been rejected by tons of agencies in Miami. Nobody, like I said, nobody guided me, but I just kept persistent. So in 2013, I auditioned again for the same show for the next season, and I actually made it to the show. And that was like the first real confirmation of, oh, I might be able to do this for my life, you know? So what happened after that was, even though I made it to the show, I got eliminated, you know, because of lack of confidence. I was in the show, I was shooting, I was in Canada, I was doing all these things, but I still didn't believe myself because I had heard so many no's before. I had gotten so much rejection. You know, I never had anybody say, hey, you're amazing at this. It was the opposite. So by the time I got to the show, I thought all those negative things about me. So I felt like an imposter, you know. It was kind of like the whole time I was there, I was looking around at the other girls and I was like, what the heck am I doing here? So I got eliminated. But what that did to me was I got some money out of that. And that's when I said I'm moving to LA. So that's one thing that I've always had is, even though things didn't work out or people said no, I have always just followed my heart, and I picked up and moved to LA, and nobody believed me. My family thought I was crazy. I think you remember, I told you I'm leaving, and I left within a month. I was gone, but nobody thought I was gonna leave, and it was just a huge transition,